Mark, a 2-0 win, your second win of pre-season and your second game of pre-season up against Sunderland U23s. Your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, it was an excellent workout, to be fair. We knew what kind of game it was going to be. A lot different to the West Auckland game where we had a lot of the ball, dominated possession. They had a lot of the ball to start with, well, most of the game really. And that's the thing we tried to get into the boys, out of possession. We had to be a lot better than we were at West Auckland. And looking at the game, you might think, well, what they're doing here, but I thought out of possession we were good. Maybe that took a little bit away from our in-possession game. But they're good players, they're sharp, they're nippy. I thought we coped with them pretty well, really. I think they had one chance first half where you just hold your hand up, it was good play. But it's a good win in the end, and it's another clean sheet.
Is it sort of the start you wanted in pre-season in terms of obviously facing West, we had a lot of the ball, whereas facing today, as you've already said, it's the other aspect of it, out of possession?
Yeah, definitely. We know this league, it's tough, and you're not going to have your own way every week. And maybe last year they just thought they could bop teams about and in possession of the ball. And it's not always the case. We showed for half an hour at West Auckland, we were really good on the ball. But just getting that happy medium where you're good out of possession and then you've still got a threat going forward and you're good on the ball, you don't give it away cheap. And maybe we did give it away a little bit cheap going forward. But it's nice, Gavin, that's our third clean sheet, and it's a good habit to have.
Yeah, and of course there wasn't many key chances from open play, but we have scored 2 set-piece goals, both from free kicks. Obviously Sean Reid with the first one, then Ollie Walters with the second one in the second half. Is that positive to take that with obviously a threat from set-pieces as well? Yeah.
To be fair, in training we haven't done much like shooting and crossing, so that will come. The first 2 weeks of pre-season it was more like getting the fitness, the base, and they're looking fit. They're getting fitter every game. Obviously they will do. They'll up their minutes, each and every one of them. We look after them, and we go to the Jarrow Tuesday and then Baseford on the Saturday. So the games will come thick and fast, and lads will get plenty of time.
And just in terms of squad rotation, I realise you're probably not really focusing on the tactical aspects as much as you are with the fitness aspects, but obviously we saw Joe Walton play right back, Wayne Phillips obviously playing in reserve, role midfield and a few other variations. Can we expect to see those sort of roles throughout the season as well?
Yeah, well Joe and Grovesy can alternate on the right hand side. Joe's played for Morpeth the last 2 years at right back, and he's been probably their best player by all accounts. I thought he was tremendous tonight. His recovery runs were great. And Wayne centre the park, with obviously Mickey McEwen still out and probably be back September, October. There's no one really to sit in midfield, and we've always liked to sit in midfield. Wayne's got that discipline, he's got the experience, so maybe we could start the season with Wayne there. So
anyway, just in terms of other sort of news today, FA Cup draw and FA Trophy draw. First of all, talk about the FA Cup. Obviously the season starts a week earlier, which means the Morpeth Town friendly's cancelled, but it's a trip to Sunderland RCA. Is that a perfect sort of introduction in the season? Obviously,
it'll be a tough game. Obviously, I used to play for RCA, so I know a lot of people going back there to see them. But it'll be a tough game. But we take it, and we've just got to get the boys prepared. Obviously we missed that Morpeth game, but it's not the end of the world. I think we'd rather have a competitive game, so it's good.
And then up against Trafford and the FA Trophy as well, with obviously a game against either Stockton or Witten at home, and another away game. Does that really matter much in cup competitions, do you think?
Well, you'd like a home tie, home advantage. You always should be stronger at home, but it'll be a good opportunity to get the lads together on a away trip early on. We'll do our homework on Trafford, as we will do. I know a few people that live in that area, Manchester area, so we'll do our diligence, and hopefully we can get through that game, because then you got, was it Witten or Stockton, so it'll be good.
And finally, just a word on Tuesday's game, a nice little South Tyneside talk against Jarrow. Probably a similar test to what you faced against West Auckland. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's another tough team, a hard working team probably. But there'll be a few changes. I think a few players played 90 minutes tonight, so they probably won't feature from the start. Maybe it's an opportunity to give the younger lads a start and see what they've done. They've been brilliant. All pre-season they've been brilliant, and when they come on they've done a great job, and I'm excited to see what they can bring.